I study the history of Israel. They have initiated every single war since their history. And every single conflict that resulted of them initiating war was brought upon them. You disagree?
Yeah, but I don't know how we do the whole history of Israel Palestine, or
It's not even just Palestine. It's
I mean, an easy one would be in 73. That was a surprise war launched by the Arab states, right? The Yom Kippur War in 73. There's no way you could say Israel started that one at the least, right?
yeah, but they also initiated conflict with Egypt and Libya.
Well, they'd been in conflict for decades since the foundation of the country.
So if you go all the way back to Israel's founding in 1948, who do you think really initiated the conflicts which created the domino effect that we are like where we are today?
I don't know, God when he created the planets and the universe.
Do you believe in God though?
No.
Okay,
So I guess the
there you
Big
go.
Bang. I don't know. I mean, even the framing of that question is very loaded. Go back to the beginning of Israel in 48. Well, why not to the Kingdom of Israel?
Okay.
Well, like why? Like
are
why,
you
how
pro?
do we,
Are you? Do you support Israel and do you support the foreign aid in which we give to them?
I'd say largely, yeah.
But you don't want a conflict with Iran? Because you and Donald Trump have a lot in common if you really think about it.
You gotta. When you say you don't want conflict with Iran, like no, but I mean, if you see a guy like walking to your house, and he's got like a bomb on him, and you shoot the guy in the driveway, do you say like, "Well, did you want conflict with the guy?" He's like, "No, but he was going to blow my shit up." So
Okay.
it's like these questions. I feel like they don't get to the root of the issue. That's why I asked earlier: would Iran with a nuclear weapon, would that be more stability for the region or less? And it seemed like you said it was less. So why would we want a scenario that is inherently less stable, especially when nuclear weapons are involved?
Okay, you're right. We can go back to Israel's founding. We can go back 4,000 years to Babylon and Israel. But let's just rewind the clock a week ago. Oh, let's rewind the clock a week ago. Israel bombed Iran first.
I mean, even
is that just all right? Everyone, there's a fire somewhere. We all need to leave.
Okay, stream snipers. The okay, the conflict is not as simple as like who hit who first. I think that you have to look at more. I think you have to be a little bit more comprehensive when you look at the region. So, for instance, do you agree that Hezbollah has been at war with Israel, and the Houthis have been like shooting bombs at Israel, and that Hamas has been at war with Israel, and all of these proxies are funded by and supported by Iran, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So if Iran has been funding these things, and then let's say, I'm simplifying this up, but let's say Iran has been funding proxies against Israel, and then Israel shoots a bomb at Iran, is it fair to say, even if it might be strictly true, that Israel attacked Iran first? Does that really fully encompass everything that's happened?
Again, I'm very new at politics. I cracked a Red Bull and just study this stuff, stayed up all night studying it. From what I've read, though, is that you have to look at the entire Middle East as a whole. Iran is one of the only superpowers of the Middle East. If they fall, do you think Israel would continue expanding and try to conquer more land? Or do you think that they'll just
what would Israel
stop
conquer?
exactly where they are and they won't go any further?
I think they'll stop where they are. Like, what else would they expand to?
They would expand throughout the whole Middle East.
Where would the next place they would go be?
So from your worldview, you think Israel is only taking a complete defensive position, no offense position whatsoever in the Middle East?
Offense position is a lot different than we'll conquer territory. I don't think Israel is looking to expand anymore.
But they have expanded. You just said anymore, so they have expanded before. Why would they expand before if they're only taking a defensive position?
They expanded before because they got attacked by every country surrounding them, and they took territory in order to secure up their defensive posture, right?
One component in this equation is Israel's population has been increasing since its founding, correct?
Sure.
So that being said, they do have to expand or else they will just...
There's plenty of space in Israel right now for the people that live there. It's not like they're running out of space.
So you think 100 years from now, they will never expand, they will have no interest in creating more territory, even though they have taken more territory in the past?
Well, what did they take territory for? What was the impetus for that?
To just expand. They
were in war with other countries that were fighting with them. And in exchange for peace, they gave some of that land back, right? Israel had conquered the whole Sinai Peninsula. They gave it back to Egypt in exchange for a peace treaty.
All right, let's talk about the peace treaty. You're talking about the Camp David Accords, correct?
I think so, yeah, in 78.
Okay, why do you think they took that peace treaty?
Because Egypt agreed not to attack them anymore.
That's it? That's the only reason why you think?
What else are we? I mean, they want peace, but they don't want to be at war with every single surrounding
country. For everyone
country.
who doesn't know here, the Camp David Accords, one of the biggest things about it is that Israel, post the Camp David Accords, they received the largest amount of funding and foreign aid from the U.S. post the Camp David Accords. The second one, you want to take a guess of which country took the second largest amount?
Egypt?
It was Egypt. Yeah, exactly.
That's good, isn't it? They were two countries that were fighting a lot, and now they don't fight anymore, and they haven't for 50 years. Isn't that a good thing?
So you think just paying off opponents of the United States, that's what prevents war? No.
I mean, if they stop fighting, isn't that a good thing? Well, I mean, what is the...
It's not a good thing because we're talking about a people who... So I know a lot of people in here, they don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in Jesus. They're not biblical. But we're talking about a conflict where these people inherently do. It's in their DNA. They teach their kids about it. They teach their grandkids about it.
The Bible and Jesus.
So, let me just pay them off with money, and then they'll stop fighting. How long are we supposed to support foreign wars, foreign territories, and how much money do we have to give them? The truth is, you can't give them ever enough money. That's the truth.